The dangers of driving under the influence. App 3.
Her name is Deanna B. Milner. And she was arrested Saturday.
Heartbreak Hotline.
Influence, 4 counts of child abuse, leaving the scene of a crash and driving while license plate suspended. So, this lady, now, this ain't me. She pretty. I like her dress too. Look at her. She looks so guilty in that picture. Anyway, according to the report, Milner was trying to leave the scene after the airbags deployed, leaving the 4 kids inside. During the investigation, law enforcement determined that Milner was driving the car under the influence. Milner was released from the Palm Beach County Jail on a $21,000 bond. She was ordered by the court to not drive, and she cannot consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or non-prescription drugs. Milner will have to submit to random drug tests. Okay? So, she was doing the most. Now, I just came across another story that I wanted to show y'all about this man who was drunk in the Taco Bell drive-thru. What is we going to do with our people? Here's an article. Y'all know I like to include y'all so y'all know and y'all had the facts. Florida man accused of DUI falls asleep in Taco Bell drive-thru before waking up and hitting the parked car. Homeboy had either was going at it all night or started early. Either one of them, his tail ended up at Taco Bell. Look at him in the parking lot, y'all. Hold on, we're going to do with our people. A Hernando County man has been arrested after deputies said they believe he was under the influence of a controlled substance when he fell asleep in the drive-thru of a Taco Bell and then crashed into a parked car when he wake up. So he was hitting on cars and the cars ain't even did nothing to him. According to the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, a concerned citizen called 911 on Tuesday about a reckless driver. People be nosy, but she had to, because if they hadn't called child, he might have hit somebody else on the road. Okay, after waking up and getting his food,
he was lit.
The driver, who was later identified as James Christopher Powell, tried to leave the parking lot but struck a parked vehicle, just hitting people's cars. Cars ain't did nothing. Powell was arrested for DUI because, and what is DUI? What is it? Driving under the influence. Because deputies believe he was under the influence of a controlled substance. Powell also had a no bond warrant out of Pasco County for violation of probation. Y'all know y'all like them thugs. He looked just like a roughneck. Probably just left Amy house and Shaquisha house, giving them HE double hockey sticks, and then going out there to go and do something at time. Anyway, so let's go on to the last story, and I know y'all heard about it. I'm not going to dwell on it too long, but it touched my heart. And I want to give him a DUI test. The reason why they do this, y'all, is because remember what we talked about, how hand and eye coordination. Remember, we're led by facts in this world. So law enforcement and they're trained to know what happens to the body with the alcohol, which is why they do the hand-eye coordination, because they want to see how your eyes follow their hands. I mean, I'm being honest, some of y'all eyes can't even
lowered inhibitions, increased bad decisions.
Walking, some of y'all be going home with the wrong thing because you're greedy. Just get on anything and be just as drunk as a skunk. Just funky. But that ain't my problem, because I know how I'm discretive about mine. I don't even like no sloppy drunk man. Been there, done that. I don't like no sloppy drunk man talking to me. It's the biggest turnoff you could ever give me. Okay? A sloppy drunk woman either. Anyway, let's go to this last story so we can close this out. So this is the article referencing to driver and fatal crash that killed 3 allegedly holding open bottle of alcohol, speeding on video moments before. I'm not going into depth on this. I'm not naming names. I'm just saying that I'm hurt. These 3 babies.
Prayers for the family. May these girls are happy.
Now y'all know, we already know the story. They were out partying late, and I came across this story when I woke up, and it happened Sunday. They was having fun, y'all. They was having fun. They recorded themselves. I'm not about my babies, okay? These are not my children, but I see myself in each one of them. And shame on anybody, and I mean anybody, who speaks out wrong on them. Because
They recorded themselves live on Facebook. Their last moments
like
were
they
public.
are not human, and that we can't be human. The difference in me and these girls is the fact that I don't know. I really don't know, y'all, because I don't even know what happened, okay? I don't know how it happened. I just know that 3 mothers and 3 fathers don't have their baby girls. And one friend who I know, Lord Jesus, I know, is going through it internally, emotionally. We got to pray for her, because we cannot be doing that. We can't. These girls was having fun, baby. They was out there living their life, and they did not think it would happen. Okay? So, and I had went on one of the girls' page, and she had just said that she didn't feel comfortable being in the car in situations like this. This is why we got to talk to our babies about standing up for truth when they don't feel safe, when they don't feel comfortable. Because our girls go through a lot. And this is of all different race, creeds, or color. This is not about color. This is about our babies, okay? We have got to educate our babies about this. Even though these girls weren't babies, because I think they were like 30, between the ages of like 24 and 32. They still were someone's baby. That's why I say we have to keep their family in prayers, keep the girl who survived in prayers, respect them if they had kids, but we have to learn from this mistake. Because immediately when I saw this, I thought about my daughter. Because see, honey, I done had some times where I have drove home. I was just telling my sister there was one time, this was in 2021, I had went out. Because have you ever noticed that if you drink it by yourself, you will get super drunk. But when you get drunk with your friends, you get a different type of drunk. Because you be on the energy of having fun with them. And then you also be drunk, and then y'all be just acting a fool. I had went out in 2021 with my co-workers, and we had got so tipsy. Matter of fact, one of those girls are in heaven right now. We were so tipsy, and I remember we all dispersed, right? And we went home, and I remember that I got in the car, and I got in my car. I was drunk, y'all. I would go. I drove. We had went over there. I'm in Florida. We had went to a bar here in town. I drove, and I knew that I was drunk, but I parked my car because I was that drunk, and I slept for 30 minutes, and then I prayed all the way home because my biggest fear is ruining my career or not having my kids. That's always been what has helped me. So I'm going to go ahead and close this video out with remember, do not let Don Julio make you act a foolio. Okay? Remember,
Don't let Don Julio make you act a foolio.
Time is important. Time is spoken of in Ecclesiastic. There's nothing new under the sun. Time is passing. So when you're having fun, there's time passing, and you have a life the next day. So don't risk it for the moment. I don't know what you need to do to ask God to help you. Pray for discernment. But just remember, this is the weekend. Y'all are going to have fun. Ignore that 5% up there, because some of y'all going to get online as soon as it's done. I ain't got time for y'all. But remember that this is a weekend. Have fun. Be safe. But remember that tomorrow has to come for us all. Okay, I don't want to hear any more of this, or I will pull out my shoe. If I had my belt, I would have used it on y'all too. Okay, so this has been Baby Girl 411 signing off. I love y'all. Have a great weekend. And this is Hottie Hotline topic. I'm sorry, Heartbreak Hotline. My bad, y'all. Know this is not a hot subject. This is actually a heartbreaking subject.
The following stars have been arrested for DUI, except Princess Diana. Her driver was intoxicated.